Now, I never brought this out before to the public, only in private matters, but I'll bring it out to you. All right? I did it. We've been bringing it out for the last couple of weeks. So I thought that, it's our time. It's over here anyway. So let's not hold anything back. All right? There's many books of the Hebrews. We are the Hebrews. And the Bible, which have 66 books, do not have all the books of our forefathers. You have a little red book, the Apocrypha? Okay, yeah. We a little Apocrypha. Matter of fact, I got one here. I got one in that black thing here. Here it is, right. Okay. Yeah, here it is. I have an Apocrypha here. Okay? It tell you in the Apocrypha, okay? It says the same exact thing you would see in your Bible. Translated out of the original tongues and with the former translations diligently compared and revised by His Majesty, special command, appointed to be read in the churches. Now, even though this is appointed to be read in the churches, have they read the Apocrypha in your church? No. But it was appointed to be read in all the churches. This is 14 books that's not even in the Bible. In your 1611, which is an original King James Bible, original print, it has the Apocrypha in it. It has the Apocrypha in it. So we're playing with the incomplete record of our people. That's why a lot of these mysteries you see today cannot be broken down in your churches, because they don't let you get the information. They hold the information in their universities. That brings me to this. In this book, you got Baruch, first Baruch. But in this book here, so happened, Oxford University has it. It has second Baruch. And second Baruch let us know what's going to happen, what times we're in, and where to be when it happens. Yes, it will happen all over the earth, but there's one safe place that the Most High told Baruch and told the prophets to be in when that time comes. I'm going to 2nd Baruch right now, the 28th chapter. Well, I'm going to give it to you. Don't forget that one, though. Where you going is the next question. And when I break this down, I have some more good news for you. Any of y'all have any money in the bank? How many people got money in the bank? Raise your hands. What you got? Euros? What you got? Dollars? They're gonna take the dollar's gonna be done. No more dollars. It's gonna be a bank holiday. Your money, you will lose your money. $0. So I know a lot of some of you are saving up for a rainy day, folks. It's raining hard. Put your money to use. That's going to help you get through this before it's not worth anything at all. I'm in 2nd Baruch, the 27th chapter. I'm going to read down to the 29th chapter. Read it. Start, and he answered and said unto me. I'm in 2nd Baruch. Now don't forget the answer to your question. When you're persecuted in one city, flee into the next, right? It's going to make it a little hard for you here in America because they're preparing all your roads to stop you from getting from city to city. There will be no cash lines for your tolls. It will be all easy pass. And unless you have a chip, you will not be able to go through easy pass. Your military is going to set up garrisons and checkpoints through all your roads, all your major roads from the East Coast to the West Coast. So you will not be able to get out of this city, folks. There are some neo-clans and some patriots that have been planning against this for about 10, 15 years. There will be a civil war here in the United States. They have built themselves bunkers. They have built things out in the mountains. It's to the point where the government have made a robot that can travel through terrain to mountains to find these people. That's why it says hunters that will try to get the people that are hiding in holes. Okay? So there will be a civil war here because these neo-clans been stockpiling weapons for the last 10, 15 years, and they will fight. You haven't been preparing nothing. All right? Nothing. You haven't been preparing food. You don't have nothing. And they're going to come and take your guns just like they did out in Louisiana. Finished. They're going to put you in a Superdome, but it's going to be called a concentration camp. Okay? And see, some people might think, well, this is fear-mongering. Why are you trying to scare people? What do you think? This is not fear-mongering. You think the prophets in the Bible cared how the people felt about what they were saying? And how people were perceiving the information? You think they cared? They were telling the people and warning the people against the God of Israel, letting them know that this is what's coming to the earth. They wasn't trying to ward it down so that you could receive it in the way you want to receive it. Read the Bible. See how the disciples and the prophets taught. When the Most High is speaking, you should be afraid when it's coming out of the book, because the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. So if you fear him so that he can protect you, that's good. Because once you're protected, you no longer have the spirit of fear. You're being guided by him. Okay? So I'm just showing you. I know a lot of you're looking like, man, but we have to tell you like it is. You understand? Because your preachers who have sold out refuse to give you the true doctrine of Christ and warn you against what to come. The Lord says prophesy against the preachers and pastors that says peace, peace, and there is no peace. I got your question. Let's read through here. Read it all the way through. Where will we be? Is what you're asking. I'm not going to give the final location tonight. But I can show you according to the scriptures. We know that where we're going is temporal. And when we see it heating up there, the brothers and sisters have already started preparing where we'll be next. All right? That's just the way it is. The Lord says we have to be like pilgrims in that day. What's a pilgrim? Don't worry about the clothes on your back. Don't go to the rooftop. Don't go into the house. When you see the desolation, get out. Get ready with the shirt on your back to live someplace else. That's a pilgrim. Okay? Read it.
2 Baruch 27:1. And he answered and said unto me, into 12 parts is that time divided, and each of them is reserved for that time which is appointed for it.
Go ahead.
In the first part, there should be the beginning of commotions.
The beginning of commotions, that means you're hearing about things that's going on and rumors all over the place. Read.
And in the second part, there should be slayings of great ones.
Go ahead.
And in the third part, the fall of many by death.
You see that happening. People are dying to the point where it's not even news anymore when people die. It's not even news. Oh, somebody else died. Okay. Read.
And in the fourth part, the sending of the sword.
The sending of the sword, sending the people out to war against each other. Read.
And in the fifth part, famine and the withholding of rain.
That's what's happening. Believe it or not, folks, you're in a famine already. The food you're eating is not real food. Only the rich people eating food. Okay? Let me make it clear. Anytime you have a restaurant that says we sell organic food, when all food is supposed to be organic, what are we eating? All food should be organic. So how is it that you got an organic restaurant that the poor people can't afford to purchase in? What are we eating? We're in a famine. See, in one thing the Rockefellers are planning on doing, they know that all the resources, the way they're pulling the resources out of the earth at an inordinate rate and not caring about the earth and the Most High's creation, they have used up all the resources. So they figured in order for them to survive, they must kill off the poor. They done depleted and raped the earth to the point where the earth is not bringing forth anything anymore. So they have done their projections and say, listen, if we don't do something about people here, if we don't depopulize the earth, then there'll be no food left. We're in a famine. That's why they got to have the chip. The chip is going to be those, middle class, higher class people that really don't care about nothing but themselves. They're going to live for a space of time. But the food is for them. They're like, man, we've been taking care of these people too long anyway. Let's shoot them up with the swine flu, get rid of them. Then, we can start replenishing the earth ourselves without these people. Okay? We don't need them anymore. Read.
And in the 6th part, earthquakes and terrors, wanting. And in the 8th part,
it says earthquakes and terrors. What are you hearing all over the place? Terrorism. Earthquakes. Look at the earthquake they just had in China not too long ago, near the borders of China. Read.
And in the 8th part, a multitude of specters and attacks of the shittim.
Specters and attacks of shittims are demons and spirits. An inordinate number of demons and spirits are loose all over the place. So you see people are mad at each other all the time. They fight against each other. And on top of that, you got pharmaceutical companies giving you demons in pills. What side effect going to say, well, yeah, my leg feel better, but I want to kill myself? Suicide is a side effect in some of these. What? How can you give them a pill that's going to make them feel like killing themselves? Listen, I'll deal with the bad leg. They're giving people demons in pills now. Think about this. Demons is called potions, pills, spirits. It says there shall be an attack of specters and shittim. Okay, these doctors are sorcerers and they're giving out potions with demons. Don't ever get your children on that Ritalin, none of that stuff they're prescribing. Okay? They're demons. Read.
And in the 9th part, the fall of fire. And in the 10th part, rapine and much oppression.
Rapine and much oppression. Go ahead.
And in the 11th part, wickedness and unchastity.
That's what's going on now. It's just straight wickedness and unchastity now and all through the earth. Read.
And in the 12th part, confusion from the mingling together of all those things aforesaid.
That's why people don't know if they're coming and going, because now all these things are being mingled together. We were saying yesterday, man, you can expect to hear anything in the news today and nothing will surprise you. I mean, I was finished last year, brother, when I seen a pregnant dude. I'm like, okay. I'm like, how long we got up in here? They had a dude on Oprah carrying a baby. The woman, man, whatever. Something is seriously wrong. Finish reading.
For these parts of that time are reserved, and it shall be and receive in its stead from others, and some complete their own, and the other and that of others.
Go ahead.
So that these may not understand who are upon the earth in those days.
So because all these evils are happening in the earth, some people are giving up believing, and you don't understand right from wrong because it's so much evil. That was Satan's plan. That was Satan's plan. He know we searching for the Most High. But if you throw nothing but evil at the people, and that's all they're learning, like I'm going to give you an example. And I'm just going to show you something, sister. How old are you? 15. Let me show you something. You go to church, right? I'm going to give you an example. I'm not pointing you out to say you did anything wrong, because anything in the past, the Most High winked at. All right? What's on your arm right there? Tattoo. Right? Did your church tell you that was wrong? They did? But you went and did it. Why? You wanted it. But you see, sister, this is what we're talking about. We're living in a society now where if the kids want it, we give it to them. Right? But in the Bible, it tell you in the law that we're not supposed to put any marks on our body. And I know that once you learn the law and you try to do right by the Most High, you probably won't put nothing new on your body. But that's just an example. I wanted to show you that, sister. You understand? Because your temple is where the Most High dwells. He dwells in you. And Satan wants you to mark his temple as if the Most High didn't make you perfect already. You understand that? That's what I want to show you, sister. And this is an example of that. You can go back, but this is an example of that. Okay? Because here it is. They'll lock the parent up for beating their kids to try to stop them from doing things. Right? But they won't beat their parents up or put your parents away for allowing your children to get tattoos. When really, these things are deteriorating the moral content of a nation, and they know it. At one point, when I was growing up, only people who had tattoos were bikers and Satan worshipers. Straight up. I'm just showing you, but it's like fad now. It's a regular thing now. Like if you don't have a tat, you're not cool. Nah, sis. Nah, brothers. I just wanted to give you that example, sister. All right? Now, we're not coming down on you. You understand that? Because there's brothers we have here that teach with us and all that have tats, but they didn't know better. They won't put no new ones on them now. Because the Most High tells us, according to the law, that our bodies are the temple of the Most High. And He resides in us. And He made us perfect. He made us in His image. So Satan wants us to mark up the image of the Most High. Because he have a problem with God. That's Satan's kingdom. You got that? Read on.
This is the consummation of the times.
This is the consummation of the times. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, whosoever understandeth shall then be wise.
But whoever understands these things going on will be wise. Read.
For the measure and reckoning of that time are 2 parts a week and 7 weeks.
Go ahead.
And I answered and said, it is good for a man to come and behold, but it is better that he should not come lest he fall.
Go ahead.
But I will say this also. Will he who is also incorruptible despise those things which are corruptible?
Your question is about to be asked by Baruch. Because Baruch asked the Most High the same question you just asked us. And we're gonna listen to the answer. Read.
And whatever befalls in the case of those which are corruptible, so that he might look only to those things which are not corruptible.
Go ahead.
But if, O Lord, those things shall assuredly come to pass which thou hast foretold to me, so do thou show this also unto me, if indeed I have found grace in thy sight.
He said, if I found grace in your sight, show me what's going to happen. Read. Is it in
one place, or in one parts of the earth, that those things are to come to pass?
So will these things happen in one part of the earth, or all over the earth? That's what you asked. Isn't it going to happen other places? Let's see what the Most High told Baruch. Read.
Or will the whole earth experience them?
Or will the whole earth experience them? Read.
And he answered and said unto me, whatever will befall the whole earth.
Whatever will befall the whole earth. So this swine flu and these pestilences and these wars, it's going to happen everywhere. Read.
Therefore, all who live will experience them.
All people that live will experience them. Read.
For at that time I will protect only those who are found in those selfsame days in this land.
Read it again.
For at that time I will protect only those who are found in those self-same days in this land.
So the Most High got a safe place in this land, in the same place he was speaking to Baruch in 2nd Baruch, and we know exactly where it is. So the places we're going is not the final destination, but it's a short-term safe haven until we get into this particular land. We know exactly where we're going, and the Bible and our foreparents' records, there we have the map. The map is in the book. It was there the whole time. And they set the Jewish people, or the Zionists, in Israel for the same reason Satan set up the Nephilim, to be in the land of Canaan. When the Most High freed us out of Egypt, we went to go into the land of Canaan, and there were giants in the land to try to stave us off from getting the Holy Land that the Most High promised us. So what did they do in the early 1900s? They set up a military and set up Jewish Zionists and Khazars to be in the land, knowing that it was our time to one day, soon, inhabit that land that the Most High would protect us in. It so happened that the place that the Bible tells us to purchase is desolate, and we can get the land. That's all I'll put out on that. But we have to get out of here first. This place is hot. America is hot. It's over. Okay? That answer your question? All right. And they know about the spirit of karma. The spirit of karma, according to their belief, they know what goes around comes around. And now Israel is coming around. They understand this. So right now in that country, I know a lot of brothers and sisters could be worried about what's going on with the brothers and sisters who are residing there. But I'll tell you, they are fine. They are fine. We got to continue to put our prayers out for everyone, but they are fine. Israel is being free. Israel is being cut free, even in the Middle East. They're being cut free. The people are taking control of their lives. Once these people understand any similitude of freedom and power, you can't just put those people back in a box. And that's what the Western world don't understand. These people are not normal people. So these people will rise. And let me tell you, you wouldn't believe the number of Israelites that live in the Middle East. They're all over the place. These are areas that the Bible prophesied will be wilderness areas for the children of Israel.
We're here in Jerusalem at the Jebusite, the Most High from rain. He said he'll bring the rivers back. Look at this. If you notice, it's dry. It's dry, but look what's happening. You have a river that's returning. Look where the house, prove it. Where that at? Where's that at over there? That's Mount Zion in Jerusalem, city of David. But right behind us, there's an ancient river that's just returning. Look at that. That's cold, man. That's dope. Look at that. Let them see that. This is what happens when you return to the feast, during the feast days, as it is written. Seek the Most High face in Mount Zion. When we come back into this land, the Most High perform miracles for us and show us that He's with us. Your teachers should come from Mount Zion, Jerusalem of the Jebusites. This is where your true teachers coming from. Nowhere else but Jerusalem. Go ahead to Mount Zion. Let's go. Little ravines like that, make a little lakes and stuff. Watch it. And that little bit of fucking